What's up, everybody? Primetime Fitz here. So, one of the things we're going to be going over today is one of the reasons why to choose Prime whenever it comes to being the company you want to choose for your CDL. So, I've had this question a few times. I've had a question even outside of YouTube whenever it comes to why did I choose Prime? Why should I choose Prime? And all of that. So to start off, I'll tell you the reason why I chose Prime. So initially, the reason why I ended up choosing Prime is I had a friend of mine who was in this industry that was a veteran that I asked him if you were to start all over again from not having your CDL, coming in with a permit, what is the company that you would go with? And he said that if he were to start all over and have a permit, he would go with Prime. He said that their equipment's awesome. They tend to treat their people really well. So I said, okay, let's check it out. So I submitted my application. Prime ended up being one of the first people that actually called me back. And they called me back within 30 minutes of submitting the application. Now, I was even dumbfounded to the point when they asked me, and this may not even be the case anymore, but they asked me, when can you get up here? And I'm like, what do you mean? So I have always been used to having a type of a job to where it ends up being a 6+ month hiring process. And whenever I called Prime, they said, well, can you get up here this weekend? And mind you, this was a Tuesday. I said, when can you get up here? So I was like, can we do it next week? And they're like, yeah, we can do it next week. So they're very quick, and you can get up here as quickly as what you can. Now, that may not necessarily be the case anymore because we do have a lot more people coming through the program. But the other side of it was too, is that as soon as I got here, I saw that the Prime culture of what we say, and I was welcomed at the door. So when it came to lodging, everything was taken care of. When it came to food, the week that I was up here during orientation, the food was taken care of. Whenever I went into the PSD program, whenever I got my trainer, everything went great. I had one of the best trainers, Steve Clevenger. Dude was outstanding. And I'm sure I gave him a run for the money a few times, but great dude, had a great time. Turned around, went on TNT with him, did outstanding, loved every minute of it. Came back and I was ready and raring to go. Now, the reason to choose Prime, if I were to choose Prime now, would be the same reason why I was told. Prime and Robert really do take care of their people. When it comes to equipment, when it comes to facilities, by far, we have the best facilities. I have not seen in any other company that has near the facilities, the driver facilities that Prime does. From a cafeteria that's open 24/7, at least in the Springfield terminal. I know that we're having some staffing issues right now. We're trying to get the Salt Lake terminal where the food's going to be up 24/7. But Pittston, same thing. Every place of where I've been where it's been a Prime terminal, and actually a legit terminal, has been outstanding facilities. And they are by far head and shoulders above a lot of the other carriers. The other side of it was, you're treated not as a truck number, you're treated as a person. Now, with my fleet manager, knows me by my name, knows me by first name basis. And I'm on first name basis with him. So the culture that Prime has is by far the best in the industry. But I have a jaded opinion on that. But we also have something when it comes to Prime that I haven't seen in a lot of other companies, and that was an advisory board when it comes to drivers. With the driver advisory board, we actually are the advocates for the drivers. If there is something that a driver thinks that needs to change at the company or they have a question about, we're the people they can go to, and we can go up to the higher echelon and get the question in the ears of the people that can make a difference. So knowing that Prime being as large of what it is, being a multi-billion-dollar company of what it is, and they still listen to the little guy, they still listen to the driver, and they realize that the driver is the reason why we have what we have. That respect carries a very big weight with me. So that's one of the bigger reasons why I chose Prime. Being also we're the #1 reefer carrier in the nation, we have some of the largest accounts whenever it comes to reefer product. I really don't have very many bad things to say about Prime. There may have been a few times that I have not necessarily been 100% on board, but I've turned around and realized why they did or why they said what they said at that time. So when it comes to your decision, if you decide that you want to come to Prime and you want to say be trained by somebody like me, hit me up. My driver code and my truck number are going to be in the description. Whenever you send that application, put my driver code on there, put my truck number on there. And the thing is, we could end up being hooked up. I can end up being your PSD instructor. When you put that in there, especially when you get to orientation, hit me up, and I'm sure that you'll have the same type of great experience of what I have. Until next time, Primetime Fits out.